In this video, I'm going to show you how to pack down the Jackson forward fold ready to travel. First part of pack up, we need to pack up the kitchen, which means disconnecting the electrics for the igniter, remove the water hose from its connection at the back here and disconnect the gas. Now they're out, I can tuck them back up in their little spot underneath the sink and close the kitchen up. Something you need to check before you put the kitchen away is that you folded your tap down, it's out of the way, it's not going to impact on its way in, and all the little toggles on the front of the drawers and the cupboards are across and everything's locked so they can't open while you're traveling. Next step, remove the support leg. Now to slide the kitchen away, press down on the blue tab on the slide and push it in. When it's almost in, give it a bit of a push so it locks in, secure, then return the pad bolt to that position. That is your ultimate locking device that will stop that kitchen coming away. Then close it up and we're all done. When packing up your camper, don't forget to raise the stabilizer legs. If you don't, it will be the fastest trip of all time. So wind it up, pull the blue handle out and raise the stabilizer up. Make sure the blue handle clicks back into place once it's up, then it's locked in position. Before we pack up the main tent, what we do is we take out the 4 spreader poles, the 2 little upright poles at the end of the bed, and lower all the bow poles, undo the wing nuts, lower them down into their bottom position. Now before we put the steps up, we need to unvelcro this stuff and undo our press studs. Why I do this is I want to get the zippers out of the way for when I close the door, because if the zipper encroaches when you close the steps up, you could damage the zipper. So you get them up out of the way, just unbutton them all, then put it away inside the camper, away from the door. Important thing when you're packing up the steps is to remember the adjuster bar at the bottom of the steps. Now, when you've set your camper up, if you've actually adjusted this out to get your steps level, you must return it to its original position before you pack up the camper. If you don't, it could sit up high, and when you close your camper, the poles can impact on it and you end up bending your poles. So return that down. When you put the linch pins back in, put them from the outside in. That way you can push them in, they sit almost flush. So when you close this, you're not going to scrape it along and damage the seals on the side of the door. So now we can fold it up, make sure it's pushed in tight, then simply lock it up and that's done. Our next step when packing up is bring the rear bow pole down. Push it down and all your canvas skirt, bring it back up over the edges and start tucking it into the camper. Go around, bring all the canvas off the edges. Bring those skirts up. All my canvas done, I can run out the rear winch, get enough slack so I can attach it to the eyelet on the lid, and then prepare myself to winch it closed. Now I've connected up my rear winch for safety and to make sure we don't overstress the hardware. What I like to do is get a spreader pole and raise that up, put my spreader pole in here on the drawbar and place that under there. Now when I start winching with the rear winch, I'll actually have an angle. I won't be pulling across the lid in a shear effect on the hardware, which will overstress it. And over time, as things get older, you may end up breaking something and have the hook come back at you a million miles an hour. Now I've taken the weight with the winch. I can remove my spreader bar and wind it over the rest of the way. Always remember when you're doing this, do not stand in line of the strap. Always stand off to one side for your own safety in case you break something. Now that the lid's come over, I can tuck my canvas in. Also, locate the tropical roof and the main bow pole and make sure that they're sitting in nice and square and flat inside the camper. It's not sitting up or on a weird angle because you don't want to tear the canvas or bend a pole. Now I've got to this point, this is where the rear winch comes into its own. I can incrementally wind the lid down and go around and tuck in the canvas at intervals. That way, as I get almost fully closed, all my canvas will be tucked in out of the way. And that's very important. When you pack up your camper, make sure you've got no canvas or anything popping out between the seals. What will happen is through capillary action, if it rains, the canvas will wick water into your trailer, which is not good because that can cause mold. And the next time you open your trailer, your canvas will be black and it'll be a nightmare, and it'll be because you haven't tucked it in properly. When I get to this stage, what I like to do is hook the over center latches on both sides, these two on this side and the two on the other side. That holds my lid down and it gives me the opportunity to go around the camper and check that there's no canvas poking through the seals in any position, including across the front. So I've done my check, now I can latch them both down. When I latch them down at the same time. By using both over center latches, you're not overstressing the hardware and it is actually a lot easier on the hands. With the two on each side done, don't forget the two at the back. To make life easier for a one-person operation, I've removed this pin from the hinge on the other side. What that allows me to do is only have to push that bar in to close the rack, which is simply take the weight off it, push that bar in, then you can push the rack over. I don't have the dexterity to do both at the same time. Now we can latch our rack down, put our linch pins in, and that's the pack up done. Just check your doors are locked. If you're running a fridge, make sure you've got power to the fridge while you're towing. And that, folks, is how we pack up our Jackson forward fold.